Hello, I'm here. It's Deanne Fitzpatrick Studio Live that we do every Thursday. And I am here right now with you, and I'm just waiting for you to come. So I'm just going to have a seat in my chair over in the corner here. How are you? Hello, Kathy Cross, Chris Vanderbosch, and Grace Fletcher. Nice to see you. Hello, everybody. Betty Peruche, Pauline Beaver. Oh, that's great. Oh, it's nice. I'm just going to sit here with you. I'm going to do quite a bit of hooking today. So and we're going to look at some rugs. We're going to really be talking hooked rugs today. So that's what we're doing. And hi Joan. Nice to see you. And I feel like I can see you all because, I have this wonderful thing that is my imagination. So I just picture you all in your homes. Like Betty, I can sort of picture Betty Peruche, I can sort of picture what your house looks like, though I've never been there. But, I kind of think I know. Isn't that foolish? But I do. Hello, Dominique and Kitty, and many people are coming in. Hi, Sharon. I was just talking to my sister Sharon on the phone before we started this. And Angela's here. She's gonna do the filming of our Thursday Live for us. And she might even use this. Hello, Nina and Kelly. Everybody's getting here. And they're just getting settled away, Angela. So today we're going to talk about lots of different things. Angela's going to pass me my mic that I forgot to put on. And there we go. How does that work? There we go. There we go. So that should give you a nice, clear voice. That's better. And hello, Penny Elliott from Whitehorse, all the way from Whitehorse. I gotta fix my hair. I'm gonna put on the mic there. And there we go, all done up. Today we are going to talk about all kinds of things. So this comes out as a podcast too. And one of the things that I really hope that you're doing as you're watching this is that you're hooking, because that is really the point of the whole thing. So this is every Thursday after we're done, we put this up on YouTube. We put it up on our blog, our Wool Cake blog, and then we also put it up on our podcast, our Create Beauty Everyday podcast. Yesterday, I posted a new podcast, and it's an interview with Margot Seaman. Margot has taken our Harbor course, and as part of that course, she has created a series of rugs called COVID Vocab, and she's done the vocabulary of COVID, and it's been really interesting. Margot's a very thoughtful artist with her rug hooking, and she created a beautiful series of hooked rugs so if you can follow Margot on Instagram, you can follow me on Instagram. Hello, Betty Heath and Linda Ehrenberg. Welcome. And so Instagram, if many of you don't know, is a really simple little app that you download on your phone, and then you can follow. It's mostly about images. That's what I like about it. It's mainly images. Today I'm going to try and do 4 different things. I want to show you a new yarn because we have a new yarn, and Kaylee named it Silky Sister. We're going to create 7 bases for our yarns in the studio. I'd like to have 7 different bases because I have 7 sisters. Sharon, I'll call you, what sister would you be called, Sharon? Because Sharon's watching now. We could call her Sassy Sister maybe. But we have Silky Sister and we have Big Sister Twist. And I think that's my sister Geraldine. So I'm going to have 7 different bases of yarns, and they're all going to be kind of named after my sisters. Aren't they lucky? Of course, I'd have to be a yarn too. Maybe I'll have 6. Anyway, so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you the new yarn, which is called Silky Sister, and it's a combination of banana silk, like sari silk, and wool. And I'm going to show you about how you can do an edge, how you can bind an edge that's not straight, because I had a woman come in last week, and that was one of her questions. And then I'm going to show you the field rugs I'm hooking, because I'm hooking rugs at the Marsh. So I'm going to pass this over to Angela. It was nice to see everybody. Thank you. I'm just going to look at a few more names, and it's just nice to see from Kentucky, and Valerie Potter is watching. Ingrid, hello Ingrid, and Lori Caval, Carol Cooper, and I'm going to pass this over to Angela. So I'm just going to go over here There you go, Ange.
So how does this?
Oh, you just hold it. You can take it off if you want, if you're more comfortable. Yep, we're going to take it off the phone, and you're going to switch.
Perfect.
There we go. All right. So, and the other thing we're going to do today is we're going to look at Angela's rugs. And I'm going to take the camera from her and get her to show you her rugs. But the first thing is I did this rug last year. And one of the questions that comes up is how do you bind a rug that doesn't have a straight edge? And so this is what you do. You're going to take it and fold it over on a straight side. But then when you get to an area where it's quite, you know, there's quite an inset, you're going to fold it over, but you can't like fold it too much. And then you're going to sew it, just fold it, and you'll have a little bit of burlap here or linen, and then you're going to fold it again. And you can see how on the edges I keep folding and refolding. So that's how you do it. And then when you get to the edges, you're going to fold it again, and then you go all the way around. And that's how I did that rug. And this isn't a perfect example, but it just shows you the idea so that you can do. Now this is what you don't want to do. You don't want 90-degree angles, because if you have 90-degree angles, it's going to be almost impossible to bind. So you can have like, you know, you want to soften those angles. You can see here, and that's about a 90-degree. That looks to me like it's about a 70-degree angle. So that's what you want to think about. You want to soften your angles, and that is a great little tip to make sure that you don't make your angle. If you cut down too close, you lose the structure of the rug. Okay, and if you go down, so one of the things is if you hook nice and high, it kind of covers up some of those edges too. So that's this rug here, and it's called Mama, I Never Listened Then, But Now I Hear You All the Time, right? And this was a rug I did quite a few months ago. I think I did that last winter, and so it was a garden of roses. And I love these poppies. Just a bit of red velvet in those poppies. Isn't that nice? So Angela, let's have a look at your rugs that you brought today, and then we're going to hook some. Okay, I'm going to take that over, and I'm going to let Angela bring out her rugs. Do you want to do it out there? Okay, she wants to go out there. That's what we'll do. Hi, Lynn. Lynn Woody is watching. Welcome, Lynn. So these are Angela's rugs right here, and she hooks quite a bit. Angela loves animals. Don't you? Look at this rug.
Yes, I do.
It is gorgeous, Angela.
Thank you.
Oh, I just want to look at that rug. She loves Octopus. So
Yes, I do.
what is it about Octopus that's really captures you?
It's funny because I thought about that because you asked me this question yesterday.
Yeah.
And I think because of my background
Oh, look at
in
that
design,
one. Look how good they go together.
everything is very structured.
Right.
And this allows me to become freer.
Yeah.
And even the subject matter allows me to become freer.
Right.
And I love the movement.
The shape and the
and
movement.
The shape.
Yeah.
And I find that I just enjoy hooking octopus.
Can you hold that one up, Angela? Because we didn't really get a good look. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. I never think of octopus's eyes.
And it's also interesting because I got a message today from Nancy Grenier.
Yeah.
And we didn't know this, but today is actually National Octopus Day.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, we didn't know that. No.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
quite something.
Yeah.
Quite a coincidence.
And what's this one?
So this one was one that I didn't enjoy.
Right. Okay.
And it was from a photo.
Oh, it's beautiful though.
Well, I started to do the sky.
Yeah.
And I was doing it very linear.
Yeah.
Again, I have a design background, so everything
Right.
that I think about is very structured.
Yeah.
And that's why I love doing this, because I can become freer.
Right.
Whereas in design, things are very
Yes.
structured.
Yeah.
So I was doing the sky that way, and you could just see the difference, the lines.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
And I was videotaping your Hooking the Sea course.
Right.
And you were mentioning about the water and how to do a little bit here and a little bit here and a
Yeah.
little bit here. And I went home and I looked at the rug differently. And I thought it was kind of boring. And then I thought, I'm going to put my little octopus tentacles down there.
Oh, you did.
And then I
Oh,
thought,
that's what's going on. I didn't know what that was exactly. But yeah, you got, so you're creating quite a collection. Like,
yeah. You're talking about the harbor, the collection.
Yeah. Karen Apple says she's live with us for the very first time. People are saying, adorable octopus. They are so smart. All just beautiful about your rugs.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But this one is my issue rug.
Okay, this is the one we're having trouble with. Okay, you guys, are you ready? We got to help her. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Again, inspired by your landscapes out there that are separate.
The one that with the set of 9 that we did. Oh, Angela. Look at you go. She's doing such good work. They're stunning, says Betty DeCat. Each and every one.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh my gosh, Angela. Can you move back a little bit so I can give them a full view of that? Oh, Angela. Oh, whoops. You're all okay. Yeah.
The problem is I have to rip out some because the tentacles aren't matching up, so.
I think you should just let it go. I really do. I don't think you need to rip anything out. I think you need to just finish it.
Really?
Lynn Strom says, wow. Mimi Shrimp is watching too. Andre Benson says, awesome. They are gorgeous, Angela. No, I'm not giving you any criticism on that. I think, my criticism is that it's still on the linen, that you need to cut them apart. Yeah, because I don't think it matters what direction they're in. Just, I really like the eye up in the corner. I love that. So I wouldn't change that, but I think you can just play with those. Yeah, you don't have a problem. Do you have the new one that you're working on?
I do, and you know what? I actually brought some of the colors that you helped choose.
Okay.
Because I started watching my Octopus teacher, Brenda recommended it to me.
Yeah.
And it just...
That's the
documentary on Netflix.
Oh, okay. Right.
And it just, it's so beautiful. And even, like, the cinematography and looking at it underwater and the images, and you could just... As soon as I saw it, I thought rugs.
And what's it called again?
Beautiful rugs. My Octopus teacher.
My Octopus teacher. Okay. All right.
I will say I got a little emotional.
Yeah.
I may have ugly cried at the end, but it's definitely worth.
Oh, you got a whole different palette going on here.
I know. So I thought I'd try and do something a little bit more realistic, but I don't
So
know
you've
if
drawn your design on with chalk because you like to change your design as you go, or
no, just in case I make a mistake, it's easy for me to
fix it up.
Fix it. Now it's based off of. I can find it here.
Wow. We've got over 280 people watching you, Ange.
Oh, no.
Isn't that great?
I'm nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous. You're doing so good. Isn't she doing great? Love those tentacles, says Nina Seaman.
Where's mine? Patricia
Fowler-Pace says, fabulous work and color. Wow, these are great, Angela, says Jean Younger Brown.
That's what it's going to be based off of.
Okay, so, all right. So this is an image that you have on your phone. And so now you're going, it's a completely different palette than you've had before.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is some of the colors that you help me choose.
Right. Yeah, they're earthy. So this is going to be, oh, wow. I'm not sure about this green, this one.
I know, it's
I feel like, yeah.
Because I don't want it to compete too much with the octopus, so I don't want it to mesh together.
Yeah. So. I think what you have to do is you have to get the dark color of the octopus in. And then I think once you get the dark color of the octopus in, then you can tell what you can do. Because now these look so, they look so bright, like it almost looks floral. But I think once you get the dark color of the octopus in next to it, like this, I think then, so I would start getting quite a bit of that in and then start adding more of the color. That's my thought. Yeah. Love your originality, Angela, says Marilyn Cook. Yeah, I do too. It's very original. Now, let's show them again. Let's have a look at that red octopus. This was your first one.
This was, yes.
Let's hold her up. Oh, my gosh. And you can hang that any way you want. You could hang it long if you wanted to, too, couldn't you? Like you could hang it, any way you want, because like an octopus is in the ocean, right? And he's moving around. Those are gorgeous. And I love these two hanging together. Are they the same length?
The blue one's a bit shorter.
The blue one's a bit shorter, but I think, can I lay these on the floor? Because I think, I'm just going to show you guys, I think on a wall, those two hanging together like this would be just a great, like
Oh,
they'd look
wow.
great together. You should hang those up at your house. They're really nice. Does Rich like them?
He does.
He does?
He does.
Yeah.
My dog likes them more, though, because she likes to lie on them.
She likes to lie on them, yeah. Yeah. We had a
Yeah.
man in today looking at a rug, thinking about his dog. They're great. And I always said to you, I'm going to make a rug for Iggy. Iggy. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Those are awesome, Angela. They're really
Thank you very
beautiful.
much.
So, yeah, that's my recommendation. Do you have any more questions about your new one that you're working on?
Nope. I will do that, though. I will start doing the octopus and
And
take a look at the background after that.
And the tentacles, I think, let's lay that one on the floor too, just so we can see it. But I think if you look at those tentacles, I don't think they need to be perfect.
But again, that's, for me being a designer.
I know,
wanted
but
to
I just
match up and
don't
just
think
match
they
up.
need to. I think that looks awesome. So talented, Angela, says Andre Benson. Karen Apple said she loved those that way, so.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you did really good. I love these. They're beautiful. Oh, I'm so glad to have seen them. Like I keep seeing them online, but it's not the same. Highly recommend reading The Soul of an Octopus. I became a lover of octopus because of
Yeah,
it.
somebody put that
Susan
on.
Sutherland.
Yeah, and I ended up putting it on hold at the library. So
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You're going to get that?
I'm going to get it, yeah.
All right.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Okay, I'm going to go in and show you a couple things. I'm going to show you about what I'm working on. I feel like it's not a big deal after looking at what she's working on. I'm doing Marsh Burns. So I've done 3 Marsh skies in the last week. You can see them. And these are new bases that we're testing out and that we've had dyed. So we don't have these rugs in store. I think we were working on that last week. I was starting on the sky. I can't remember.
Yep.
Anyway, these are new bases that we're testing out. We're having a lot brought in, and then we're going to hand dye it in the studio and see it works. This is what I'm using in the what I'm using as the main base for my fields is I'm using Angie's what's that called? The Artist Series collection.
Yep.
This series. So I just cut open one more of those this morning, and that's what I'm using for my main base. If you're hooking landscapes, those Painterly series, you got to get them. Like, they're just perfect. So this one is the one I started this morning, and it's Surratt. And he's the one, I think, who did the pointillism. So I'm just going to sit and hook a little bit and talk to you guys as I hook. So, I think I should put on my smock. So, because I really like to save my clothes, so I'm just going to put on my smock. I don't like to wreck my clothes. I just use an old lab coat. You can pick them up anywhere. Find someone who's retired and get a couple of their old lab coats. So let's get hooking today. So each of these are on a series, and what I'm doing is I'm doing them. No, they're not really different seasons or anything, but I'm just thinking of them in different lights. So, for example, this to me is a brighter light, and this is a grayer light. And then I've used over here. I don't know what this is, but it's kind of probably even brighter again than the one on the end. And I don't have them in any order, so I've got this. This is the Surratt yarn, and it's a 2-ply, and that's the main body color for this rug. And you'll notice my burns, how I did my burns. They're very subtle. They're not standing out a lot. And the Marsh is kind of straight across, but still, there's still movement. So I'm not going to hook, I'm not hooking in straight lines. So I just want to hook with you guys today for a little bit, and I just want to visit. So if you have any questions, or if you have anything you want to ask me, you can just type it in and Angela will see it. I'll tell you about what's going on in my life a little bit today, because if we're going to be friends, I think we've got to talk to each other. So I'm going home every evening and I'm reading. I'm reading so many good books, I just don't know where to begin. And I'm watching a few shows too. I subscribe to the BBC BritBox and I watch a few shows on there. But I'm reading Bruce Mal's, as I told you in the letter, And I told you about how I feel about books. We were talking about it this morning. And in last week's Sunday letter, I told you that I was reading Bruce Mal's MC24, life-changing book, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure yet, because I'm just at page 55 of 500, over 500 pages. It's a tome. Myself and a friend, Deanne Sadler, she's reading it too, so she's texting me every once in a while to say, this is what I think about this, and this is what I think about that. It's nice to have a book to share with someone. You know, I'm not going to go right across with this. Like, I was tempted at first to go right across with this color, but I don't think I will. I think I'll just go, like, right here.
What yarn are you using? We're getting a lot of questions about that.
This is the Surratt from Angie's Painterly series. It's an incredible yarn. Yeah. And we're also using, this one is the Rousseau. So I'm using the Surratt and the Rousseau as the main yarns. So I'm reading that book, but one of the things that he asks you to do right off the bat, there's questions in the book. Do you write in your books? Do people write? Like, I write right in the book. If it's going to be a keeper, I just, you know, I was going to lend it to Angela, I thought, when I was done, but I thought, no way. I ordered you one today, Angela. Oh. Yeah.
Thank you.
Because I thought, you're not getting it. No, I want it. And then when I write in the books, I feel like sometimes it's very private, you know? Like, it's like, I don't want people reading that. I don't want them knowing that. So one of the things he asks you to do is write a 3-minute manifesto. Well, I want to write the Create Beauty Everyday manifesto. And I know, someone emailed me this week and said, do you know the correct use of everyday? Like, and I said, yeah, I know it, but I'm taking some artistic license of it. It should be 4 words, create beauty every day. But instead, we're using 3 words because creating beauty should be an everyday 1-word thing. That's what so I did use some artistic license with that. So I do want to write that. I want to write the Create Beauty Everyday Manifesto, but Angela and I were talking about it. Like, she might help me write that, Angela.
Sure.
I think we should jam. We got to jam, don't we?
We do.
But our 3-minute manifesto, that's what Bruce Mal suggests that you do. Write a 3-minute manifesto about your life. Wow. Well, that sounds really easy until you read your 3-minute manifesto. You know what I mean? Like, it's just hard. So I'm working on this. Now I'm going to introduce you to a new yarn. And this is I've only hooked about 1/2 a yard of it. Kaylee put this on our website the other day, and it's called Silky Sister, okay? And it is a combination of silk and wool. The wool is New Zealand wool, and then it's spun with silk, okay? So this comes from the same company that manufactures our sari silk, and we hand dyed it in the studio. So we have, I forget the names exactly, but we have an orangish color. We have a gold. I think there's like 10 colors up there. We've got a beautiful blue, and we've got another beautiful mauve. These are a little bit different from each other, and I've got this teal that's gorgeous, and I've got lots of pink because we dyed lots of pink. We just thought this would be a great floral rug. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to use this green, which is kind of a summer green on some of it, and I'm going to use this green, which I think we call that like a November green, and it is November.
Is it hard to hook with that, Deanne?
Well, it looks like it would be, doesn't it? Because I thought that too. I thought, this is going to be really nubbly. I thought I made a mistake because I've made a few. Let me tell you, I spent years trying to make a cutter. I kept spending money on designs, and I spent, and I've bought some bad yarns over the years, but I think this is going to be a great yarn. So it hooks up like a dream. So it's a bit twisty. So we were going to call it Twisty Sister for a while. So here it is. There's my strand. No, it hooks up beautifully. So let's just watch what happens when I put this yarn. Oh, look at it. Like, you know it's going to be good. Can you see it's going to be good? I think we might be running out of time, are we, Ange?
Oh, we got about 5 minutes.
Okay, great. So I'm going to hook this for 5 minutes. Is there any other promises I made that I didn't get to? We looked at, no, it was
Angie's
4
cloth?
things. Oh, no, we're not doing Angie's cloth because we haven't got it in. Look at it. It's great.
Nice.
So it hooks up beautifully, but what I love about it is this nub. Every once in a while, I get a nub like that. And it's lovely. Anyway, I love it. So.
We're getting questions about the tiny landscapes.
Yes.
Is there anything that they need to do to prepare?
I just make sure you have some linen or some burlap. Make sure that you have landscape colors. We have a lot of people in that course. There's going to be 14 lessons. So like the first lesson, we're going to do it over 14 days. So on the first day, you're going to get like 2 sets of videos, right? You'll get 2 videos every day for about 14 days, except for we're not going to give it to you on Saturday and Sunday. Instead, what we're going to do is on Friday, maybe Thursday and Friday, we'll do like 2 lessons each, Angela?
Sure.
So that we don't have to prepare it on the weekends, but you guys can study on the weekends. No, this is coming out really good. No, it's not hard to hook, and it just gives you a nice, interesting texture. I think you just need to make sure that for tiny landscapes, you just need to make sure you got that linen. I would make sure I had a decent Sharpie marker, a ruler, really simple things, sort of like the design course. And your patterns that you get with the course, there's a downloadable thing that you can get printed off. You can print it off if you want. Downloadable PDF that Angela has uploaded for you. We got the first lesson already. Actually, we could send it out today, but we're not going to because we're all ready, aren't we, Angela?
We are.
We got to set up the Facebook group, Angela. So yeah, this yarn, so I think it's a really good accent yarn. So let's see what this color looks like over here. I've got 5 minutes left. So I'm going to show you, this one is the Rousseau. This is, I think, my favorite of the Painterly series collection, I think is the Rousseau. I love it. It's just like all the greens that I love. And when I ordered you that book today, Angela, I ordered myself the book on the Rousseau.
Oh, nice. You did it.
Yeah, I did it. I said last week I was going to, and I did it.
What are the yarns is this Angie's collection in your sky?
In the sky? No, this isn't Angie's collection. This was a new one that we're trying out. And so we haven't got that available yet. This one is our studio pick. This soft blue is our studio pick. And this is the Highlander. Oh no, this is a new yarn. We only got a few skeins of that, and it's a studio pick too. So if you want them, you just have to call and say, the one that Deanne was pointing at minute 7. And Angela's gonna go, oh my gosh, no, I don't know. I don't know which one that was. All right, so I'm gonna open one more skein of this because I like this yarn. And so what would you say it feels like? It feels like a light kind of cord, Angela? Like it's not soft, but it's not hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of firm. So let's try it in here. So let's go back to the Rousseau, and I'm using 2 strands. And I'm going to take the Rousseau, tuck it up next to the velvet, bring it over to meet the other Rousseau. I do that a lot. Rousseau meet Rousseau.
What are the mossy green leaf loops Andrea Warner?
This one? That's silky jersey. That's sexy jersey. Wouldn't it be nice if we had silky jersey too? Oh, this is sexy jersey. There we go. Look when you pull up sexy jersey. Oh my gosh. That color is just like so over the top. Okay. Now I'm going to take this yellow green and I'm going to put that in here. And that's our Silky Sister. So what other sister names could we use? We've got Silky Sister. We've got... One of them's going to want to be Sexy Sister. I can't let them have that because then who's not the sexy sister? That will just cause an uproar. I'm not doing that. But I am one of 7 sisters. It's been, I think it's been one of the best graces of my life, really, to have all those sisters. Really? It really is.
Saucy Sister. I like that,
I
Jean.
like Saucy Sister. Yeah, definitely. We're definitely going to have a Saucy Sister. Yeah.
Silly Sisters.
Silly Sister.
From Maureen.
Silly Sisters. Okay. Silly Sister. This one could almost be Silly Sister because it's so it's twisted between, doesn't know if it's silk and doesn't know if it's wool. Oh, I love this. Okay. So we're going to go right over and we're going to fill that in. And I am going to say, I'm so glad you're here. And you know what I always say about sharing. When you share rug hooking with someone and you teach someone how to hook rugs, you just don't know what you're sharing. You could be sharing friendship with them. You could be sharing, creativity and simplicity, the ability to sit with yourself. It's a really important thing. And when you share these videos, I get way more views, and I really appreciate it. And we spread this beautiful craft. We share it with a world that is begging for beauty. Because no matter what happens in the world and no matter what's going on, we need beauty. We need to create beauty every day. And there's never going to be a time when beauty doesn't matter. Never. There's never going to be a time when beauty doesn't matter. Okay? So take care, everybody, and bless you, and thank you for watching. And that's it for this week, I think, isn't it? There's never going to be a time when beauty doesn't matter. See you.